Welcome to the 7 Minute Sting, series about the Australian Stingrays and the women who will make it great. And tonight I'm joined by Shirin Shaban, a woman who's very good at Frisbee, but that's probably just because she's very good at everything. Shirin, hello, my friend.
Hello.
Great to have you here. Now, listen, someone as clear thinking, talented, and organised as you could be doing lots of things with your spare time. What are you doing here playing Frisbee?
I feel like I'm being flattered. Thank
Yes,
you, mate.
that's what I'm going for.
Um, I would say I wouldn't really call it spare time anymore.
Okay.
So I'm wearing uni for it. So, it's a level up above spare time. But I started playing in uni and I just hadn't come across like such a welcoming and lovely space. And like you're just surrounded by people that you would never otherwise meet who are doing completely different things and will go crazy when you like do something cool, but will also be like understanding and nice to you even when you do something wrong or you don't know what you're doing. And I just felt like that kindness and like an appreciation for that, I feel like is one of the main reasons probably that I stuck with Frisbee. Like out of all the things, it's just like it's so nice to be here. So I like it.
Sounds like you've had some great teammates. Congratulations, UNSW Frisbee. That's awesome. Um, and so one day you decided to try out for the Australian team. And did you know you were going to make the team? What was the experience of putting yourself there like?
Okay, I wouldn't say I knew I was gonna make the team.
Okay, you wouldn't say it like that.
I actually like hadn't really decided whether I was gonna apply until under 22s that year
Yeah,
of the tryouts. And
last
my
year.
coach, yeah, 2022. So my coach Kathy came up to me and was like, "Oh, you were really close to green and gold, but you know, didn't quite make it." And I thought, wait, like people thought I'd be good enough to like, represent Australia.
Oh,
And then I think I just thought, okay, well, I've just got to, if I want this, like, I really have to train. And I'd been invited to the 2021 selections, but I was definitely not that good at Frisbee then. And I
yeah.
also tore my ACL. So I was not feeling the most confident in that phase. And then sort of had a bit of development. And I think at the time of selections in 2022, that's like the best I'd ever been at that point, like
Right.
post ACL. So I wouldn't say I was certain, but I definitely felt like I was a really strong player. And I was like, yeah, this is like my peak. Like I'm coming in here, we'll see how we go. Maybe they don't want me, but like, I'm good.
Yeah. You came in powerful and it worked. And now here you are, and you're a player on the team, and you're also the spirit captain on the team. And so I'd love to hear, transitioning forward into the team and into the World Championships, how do you think the Stingrays, how should we carry ourselves at the World Championships?
Um, well, to be honest, I feel like there's a lot of unknowns and like there's just stuff we won't be able to control. But I think like as a player, when you versed a team that you're like happy to play against,
Mm,
and you feel like, oh yeah, that was so fun. Like I want to play with them in the future. And I think like a big part of that is how we go about like being open-minded and like I don't really care if we make calls or if there's a lot of calls. Like the main thing is we go into discussions like being open, not being too set, like this definitely happened.
mm.
Uh, maybe just, especially with our communication, just being really fair-minded and open-minded, I think is a big goal.
And have we shown signs of that, do you reckon? Like, are we tracking? Are we going to be a fair-minded, open-minded team, or are we a bunch of tough characters?
We're pretty tough. I
Yeah.
would say like, in our scrims against other players, we've stood our ground where we needed to, but I think we've also shown the glimmers of light and the happiness that I want us to embody at Worlds.
Yeah, good one. It's a nice vision. There's about 2 minutes left here in Sting. We're moving along. We just finished our very last camp. What was it like?
It was an experience.
Oh, okay, good. Can you expand?
Like honestly, it felt like it lasted so much longer than 2 days.
Long 2 days.
Like I think physically, it felt so tough.
Mm,
And I just feel like so much happened like from the start to the end
mm,
that like everyone was being like challenged and emotional. And I think, we had goofy moments like at
mm,
the pool after our first day of training. We also had really intense moments with our goal settings and, our final chats on the field. But yeah, I feel like we all walked away with like an extra sense of purpose, and like a bigger reason to win and to like make our people proud. I feel like that's the main takeaway from that camp.
Are you saying that the camp made you want to win more? Or like when you say a bigger reason to win, like just tell me about that quickly.
I just feel like we got to see how much work everyone had
Mm,
put in, and like all the time and the money and the effort put in started to pay off, and just
mhm.
thinking, wow, like we can win this is amazing. And just like we have a reason to win this. We got to make people proud.
If you've done so much, you owe it to yourself to do a bit more and just go put it together.
Just a bit more, just a medal.
Just a medal, that's all. There's 30 seconds left, Shirin. Last thing I want to know is you spent some time with the team. Can you palpate the team? Can you feel the spirit of the Stingray? Who are we? 20 seconds.
We're a versatile bunch. We got so many unique, powerful people. And we're a group where I think everyone, at least I definitely feel safe and taken care of. It's a good place to be.
The 2023 Stingrays with Shirin Shaban is a good place to be. Thank you very much for being in this place tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Good on you, mate.